Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be, as you saw in the title, remaking other YouTubers' thumbnails. And so it's one of the things that I like to do in my free time is just go on YouTube, look at like a Minecraft video's thumbnail, which are usually either clickbait or fake or something like that, just to grab the attention of the watcher. And I like to just recreate them in my own way, just using a photo editor or something like that to recreate them myself. And today I'm just going to show you how I do that and walk you through just a teensy bit of a tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is just create a new world. So I'm just going to create a new creative world with a super flat, and I'm going to just make it 50 layers tall. Let's just go white concrete. So now we just have a 50 layer tall world. And let's join that in. Okay, we have loaded into the world. And so now that we have our world, I'm just going to go hop onto YouTube and see if I can find any good thumbnails to recreate. Okay, so I just hopped onto YouTube, and a lot of the thumbnails that I've seen are usually under Minecraft TikTok life hacks. Or hacks, and that's just because they like to make thumbnails, and so this is one of them, which we might recreate later. And there's just a lot of things we can do with all of this, so let's see if we can find one that we like. Okay, so I've just found this one here by Loverfella, and it's basically just saying that if you put a diamond sword in the middle of a crafting table with some nether stars around it and turns into another sword, of course it's fake, but we're going to remake it in our own world, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just get out a crafting table inside of the world I'm in, and I'm going to get the resources needed. So we have a diamond sword, a netherite sword, and some nether stars. So what we want to happen is when we put a diamond sword in the middle and then surround it with nether stars, we want the output to be a netherite sword. And the only way that I know of to make custom, or the only easiest way that I know of to make custom crafting recipes, which is what that is by using a data pack. So I'm going to add a data pack to this world that I'm currently in, and then I'm going to start coding on that data pack to get that recipe. Okay, so I have hopped into my Minecraft appdata roaming.minecraft saves folder, which basically saves all of the single player worlds that I have, and I'm going to hop down over here to YouTube and open this folder up. Now inside of this folder, we're going to find all of these, but the thing we want to look at is data packs, so we're going to open data packs up, and right now I have nothing in data packs. Okay, the next thing I've done is I've inserted my own data pack into here, and I'm sure there's other YouTubers on YouTube who have explained how to make a data pack. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I have personally made my own data pack, and I am using Visual Studio Code to edit my data pack. So I have now gotten data pack, or data world pack folder open right here, and I'm going to go to the data file. I'm going to go to Minecraft, and then I'm going to go to recipes, and we're going to want to make, these are just defaults that I sent. We're going to want to make a crafting shaped recipe, and so I'm just going to duplicate this recipe. So I'm going to copy it and paste it again, and then I'm going to rename this to netherite sword, because we want it to craft a netherite sword. So now we're going to want to edit the actual crafting recipe. So what we're going to do is we kind of just have to make an actual visual design here. So if I just get, let's see, a netherite sword for N. So I'm just going to make, or sorry, the nether stars is what I meant. So if we put N equal to nether stars, then down here in our key we are going to want to do N equals Minecraft nether underscore star, and that is going to work. And then we want to put a diamond sword in the middle, so I'm just going to put D, and then I am going to copy this entire thing right here, and then put a comma here because we want a second item inside of the JSON, and then paste again and change this to D, and then change the nether star to diamond sword. And that is pretty much all we have to do. That is pretty much all we have to do, except for come down here and change our output to netherite sword. And count equals 1. And so now basically this is all we have. So it's a type equals crafting shaped because we want it to look like this. And so it's going to have n and then D, and so then nether stars around the side, and then the diamond sword in the middle, and the output is going to be one netherite sword. So if I just go ahead and save this file, and then I head back into my Minecraft world, inside of YouTube, and now we are back in the world. So now, all we have to do is type /reload, and this will reload our plugin, and I made it say code successfully reloaded, or code loaded successfully, which means now if we put nether stars around the side and one diamond sword in the middle, we have our netherite sword perfectly looking exactly like the thumbnail that we originally had, except for a couple of things. So the next thing I'm going to do is, since I'm on Windows, I'm going to open the snipping tool, which is basically something to make it so that you can get screenshots. And then I'm going to do new, and then I'm going to snip, or basically screenshot this right here, this whole screen. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to press this button right here, which saves the snip, or the screenshots, and I'm going to save it to probably just my downloads folder. So I'm just going to hit save, and that will save it automatically, and then I can close out of this. Now if we head back to YouTube, we can see that this image right here looks a little different than the one we had. For starters, the recipe book is not right here where it's supposed to be, so we're going to have to change that. And there's a little bit less room. It's hard to look at because it keeps playing the preview, but there's a little less room on this side of the netherite sword where there used to be. There's also an outline on the bottom, and that will all make sense in a second. So as you saw, the next thing we need to do to the image that we took is edit it in a photo editor. I am going to be using GIMP for this tutorial. It's free and it's a good editor I found to edit things like this. So I am going to take the image from my downloads and add it into this file right here. Okay, as you can see, I have just inserted the image we took from Minecraft into here. And the first thing I need to do is crop out this outside right here because we do not want that. So I'm going to use the magic wand tool, or the fuzzy select tool, and I'm just going to, actually that looks pretty good how it is, and so I am going to select that and go over to my eraser tool, turn the size up to a lot, and erase the background. And that will completely erase the background of everything except for just this area over here. And so the next thing we want to do is get rid of this recipe book. So I'm just going to select this recipe book, and then I'm actually going to get the pick color, and I'm going to pick the color from over here, and then I am going to get my paintbrush tool and just color this in completely. And because we had only this area selected, then that's all we could delete, and so we have just completely removed the recipe book. Now the next thing we want to do is get rid of the space, because on the actual thumbnail we didn't have space right here or right here. These walls kind of just came up directly to the image. Okay, now this looks pretty good so far, and it's almost done, except for the fact that Minecraft actually doesn't have one of these black outlines for the bottom, because there's actually usually an inventory down here. And so there's two ways you can fix this. You can, one, make a texture pack in your Minecraft world that actually makes it so it looks like this. But now that we already have the image, I am just going to do it my way. And so I'm just going to copy this top layer right here. I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to take the layer. I am going to transform it, and I'm going to flip it vertically. Okay, so I've just copied the top down here to the bottom, and now this looks pretty much just like the thumbnail. The only other thing we have to do is just to add in someone's face over here, a nice background, and just clean things up a bit. So I'm going to do that in a quick time lapse. And with a couple of edits, then I think we have just finished this thumbnail. And it actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. So I thought we were going to get to more than one thumbnail this video, but it actually took way too long to record. And so this is going to be our thumbnail for this video, based off of Loverfella's video, as you can see right here, which I think we did a very good job recreating, even with the TikTok icons and everything. So with that, I would like to just say thank you guys for watching. And I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next video, I guess.